Hello, and welcome to a very special recorded version of Books Live with Katie. All this week, I'm going to be sharing some great ideas of books you can give to the people in your life. We're going to be going over different age groups. Today, Monday, we are going to be doing books for those readers or picture lookers from ages birth through about 5. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to be going over books for like grade school kids or about ages 6 to 11. Thursday, we're going to do teens, and Friday, adults. Wednesday, December 2nd, I'm going to be doing a special Books to Give live with Katie, where if you have questions or just are looking for suggestions, I'll be there talking to you about some great book idea suggestions. That is going to be geared more towards adults, but of course, if you have questions about giving books to kids, stop on, shoot me an email, write your comments in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, on to books for kids. Giving books to kids is so much fun. I think there's so much wonder in going into a bookstore and browsing the new books, picture books especially, looking for those little book-related things that you can put on with a book, the different formats, the touch and feel books. We all know 2020 is very different in that we may not have an opportunity to browse the way we used to at bookstores. So with that in mind, I'm going to give some authors, titles, and just suggestions for when you are looking for books. Okay. When you're looking at the very bottom of this age group, this is talking about your books for those kids age birth through about 2.5. You're really looking for concept books. Yes, you can get them longer chapter books with stories and elements of character and development, but really the books that they enjoy the best and that are probably going to get the most read and loved are the concept books. These are books that talk about things like colors, shapes, patterns. They might have a touch or feel aspect to it. Some of my favorites of this are books like Hippo Opposite, That's Not My Puppy. There's lots of great books with mirrors like Peekahoo. These are great books to give because they introduce a concept. They're short. Kids can look at them by themselves as well as be read with an adult or older sibling. And they're just very much durable board books that kids just enjoy reading. I highly recommend any of those titles. Again, that was Hippo Opposites, That's Not My Puppy, and Peekahoo. Again, we're talking for the youngest. And actually, I probably wouldn't ever give these to a 2-year-old, even though I know my 2-year-olds enjoyed them past when they had them then. They're great for babies, that interactiveness. However, if you're looking for something a little bit more substantive, when it comes to giving books to babies, I think there's one author you cannot go wrong with, and that is Sandra Boynton. In my house, the books Moo Ba La La La, Barnyard Dance, and Red Hat, Green Hat, who are perpetual favorites. And in all honesty, she has written so many books that even if you think they have some, you haven't given them all, trust me. I went to grab just a couple from our collection that we still have, and I was surprised because I grabbed none of the titles I thought I would. So again, these are that board book format so kids can look at them themselves, and they're colorful, they're sturdy, they're short. Now, if you want to give a little extra this holiday season, I'm not going to lie, I did not check to see if these are still in print, but I'm sure with used bookstores as well as places where you can order books online, you can find these. She has made amazing like music books. So it's collections of her short board book stories, which again, here's one, Dog Train, where this could easily be each page of a board book. But there's a music CD that comes with it. I'm sure you can find these on streaming services, so if you know what music provider the person uses, you can gift them that. I've seen you can gift albums on the music providers I use. This one is Dog Train, but there are a ton of these. But the best part is the performers for parents. They're people you know. It's like the Spin Doctors. What was the other one that made me giggle? The Bacon Brothers. Kate Winslet and Weird Al. So the music is good. Like, you don't mind listening to it. Now, I know a lot of us play Disney or Kids Bop or just weird kids music or no cute kids music at all, but this is music that you can sing and read along together. Again, for the musically inclined, and I'm not going to be able to find it. Here we go. They actually have the music. So you could play it on a guitar, on a piano, sing along. It's so much fun. So again, Sandra Boynton, especially for the younger range of this age group, you cannot go wrong with. Highly recommend her books. And I'm not gonna lie, she was the one author that if we got duplicates, we just put some in the diaper bag, gave to grandma and grandpa, because the kids love the books and they were fine to have multiple copies of. Okay, so again, Sandra Boynton as a can't miss author for the readers ages 0 to 2. Give her books, you can't really go wrong. Another can't miss author for the birth through 5 age range is Mo Willems. Now listen, some of you are going, Katie, everyone knows Mo Willems. And I'm here to tell you, no, not everyone knows Mo Willems. Or if they do, they only know certain of his characters. He has so many great books out. And I think what's great about him is starting at about 2, even a little bit before, his pigeon books really reach out to that age group. As they get older, they get Elephant and Piggy. And then now there's the Unstoppable Squirrel books for those beginner readers. So Mo Willems, just buy a Mo Willems book for the kid in your life. But the one I think is probably the most special is Knuffle Bunny. Knuffle Bunny is about a little girl named Trixie who has her Knuffle Bunny and leaves it at the dry cleaner, and then of course they have to go look for it. It's a sweeping story through New York, epic adventure. And I think we all know that kid that has a Knuffle Bunny. If you don't, what a fun way to give it with a little bunny gift. They sell this bunny that you can buy. I know I have one. I guess I don't have one, my family has one. So it's a fun book. It speaks to that attachment to stuffed animals that a lot of kids have, and I think parents will get it and relate to the illustrations as well. Again, this is a great book to give because it speaks to both parents and kids. It's one I know I don't mind rereading, and it's one that comes up a lot. I still read it to my almost 6-year-old from time to time, and it's just a fun, beautiful book. But if you're looking for an author, especially when they get to be 2, get those pigeon books for a 2-year-old. They just speak to a 2-year-old. If you're not sure they have them, the newer books are, like I said, Unstoppable Squirrels. They're hysterical. And again, this is that book that parents love to read, kids love to listen to. It has humor. You might learn something. They do tug at your heartstrings a little bit. So my second recommendation for authors and titles specifically, Mo Willems, and especially for that 2 to 4-year-old, even 5-year-old, can't go wrong with Knuffle Bunny. I know there are a few of you out there saying, Katie, Mo Willems, that's the best you can do, really? No, it's not the best I can do. In fact, I'm going to tell you my second favorite author to give to this age group, especially when they hit that 3-4-year-old mark, Daywald. You may know him from The Day the Crayons Quit, and subsequent books in that series. He has a couple other ones out, including The Crayons Christmas. This is a fun book to give for the very reason that it's not a good library book. It has things in it. Let's see if I can find some. So they send him mail, and like, here's a recipe for hot cocoa with a letter. There's all kinds of fun things you can pull out, and at the end it's a nice little pop-up. So the Christmas crayons, or the Crayons Christmas, is super fun to give. Another one where you have a popular author of one book who has so many great books is oh my gosh, of course, Adam Rubin. He wrote Dragons Love Tacos and Dragons Love Tacos 2. 2 great titles, but a lot of kids have those already. So why not find his other book called Secret Pizza Party, about a young raccoon trying to sneak into these secret pizza parties he's sure everyone is having without him. Send it with a gift card for pizza, or just send a pizza to the kid's house for a secret pizza party. Trust me, once they get to be about 3, 4, 5, you've got the best gift. Who doesn't love a secret pizza party? In fact, you'll never have a normal pizza party. They will all become secret pizza parties. Adam Rubin, Secret Pizza Party. He's the author of Dragons Love Tacos. Humorous, can't go wrong. Great gift, especially if you throw a pizza in with it. I know that a lot of the books I've been talking about are older titles, and that they came within the past, some of them are a little bit older, but most of them have come out within the past 5, 6 years. But one book that came out in 2019 that I just adored reading with my girls was Matthew Cherry's Hair Love. I think it was based on a video short first, but the book is beautiful. It's about it's about a little girl who wants to have her hair done special for, you don't know why yet, and her dad ends up helping her. It's one of these sweet books, and it talks about this power of self-expression, looking the way you want to do, and of course, the eternal struggle of a bad hair day. I thought it was a cute story. The pictures are great. It just speaks to kids trying to be independent and help out in the house and maybe not always doing it the right way. But it shows this great relationship between this little girl and her dad, and it's so sweet. So anyone can enjoy this book, but if you have a little girl in your life who likes doing her hair, this book will definitely speak to her. Or a little boy who likes doing hair too. Definitely a favorite in my house, and I can see it making a great gift for a family. If none of these suggestions sound good to you, there's a lot of different ways you can find great picture books. When you go browse in the store, I know it can be overwhelming. So many picture books get published each year, and I haven't even gotten the tip of the iceberg of books that you could personally buy for people in your life. So here's a suggestion that someone actually did for me when I was pregnant. They bought Newbery winners of the year my kids were going to be born, and Caldecott winners, which is the award librarians give to illustrated books. So they gave me the books that were illustrated the year I was born and then the year my kids were born. So I have a small collection of Caldecott winning picture books that I can either share with the kids or give to them when they're older. I will go on a limb and say not every book will be for your kids. Some years longer graphic novels won, or nonfiction that may not be really interesting to a young child, but I will point out that there is the 2018 winner, which is called A Wolf in the Snow by Matthew Cordell. And this would be a wonderful book to give as a Christmas gift because it's a wordless picture book. So it's about a little girl who goes out in the snow and also a wolf who goes out in the snow. And in this storm, they kind of get lost and find each other and eventually find their homes. But what I love about it is because it's wordless, especially when you get to the older end of the age range, birth to 5, the kids can look at it by themselves, tell their own story. They can sit with a parent and explain what's going on in the pictures. It has that cachet of being an award winner, so you can talk about what that means. But before it was an award winner, it was a book on my shelf, and we liked sitting down and looking at the pictures together. It kind of introduces graphic novels to kids, and again, for that upper end of this age range, that 3 to 5, it's a fun book to sit and read, look at the pictures together, talk about what's going on in the story. I'll include a list of Caldecott winners in the show notes for this, so if you do want to do something like that for a child, of course, the 2020 award won't be announced until January, so if you know a baby that was born this year, you might have to wait, but what a fun gift to start out a child on. I'm giving them Caldecott winners, just to give them a collection of, I guess, highly rated children's picture books. You didn't see a book that meets the reader in your life? Well, there's so many books, and I'm only one person. I can only request so many books. I can only recommend so many books. So let me know what I forgot, or join me Wednesday live and ask your questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Giving books is so much fun, especially to babies and young kids. They're learning about books. They're, learning how to interact with books, and I highly recommend giving books as a gift whenever, not just at this time of year. Okay. Wednesday, December 2nd, I'll be back with more books live with Katie. Check back tomorrow for, again, books for more grade school age. I'm thinking about ages 6 through 10. So if you have that 5-year-old who's mature, that might be better suited for them. Okay, thanks everyone.